everybody. I'm USA Today bestselling author Hildie McQueen, and I thought I would jump in here really quick to do some catching up and show you guys my reading journal and what I have been doing in here so far. Because of unforeseen circumstances, I have had the opportunity to do a little bit more reading. So I have updated my reading journal, added some more things, and yes, let's talk a little bit more about what's been going on. So this is my Kindle, by the way. These stickers on top of here are from the Coffee Monsters Co. I will put her link down below. These are the vinyl stickers, and these three smaller ones, I don't think that they're vinyl. They kind of feel, they feel a little different, but I thought they were cute enough to put on here. So yeah, she has the cutest stickers, and I got my Kindle cover from Amazon. I will also link it down below, and it is the Kindle Paperwhite, and it's not the newer one. I actually have no idea what version or which one it is, so but that's my Kindle. So my actual reading journal is from Archer and Olive. It is the composition book, which came in a subscription box, but you can go to Archer and Olive at any time to get their amazing notebooks. They have the best quality thick paper. Just they feel really thick and heavy. Their page markers have this pretty accessories added to it. They have this rubber band closure and a pen holder. I mean, they are just beautiful notebooks. They come on all kinds of sizes. This one is a dot grid, but the paper is super thick, as you can hear. And this one is quite thick. I'm not exactly sure how many pages are in it, but I can tell you that it's probably going to last me through most of next year. I think for my reading journal, I might have to change. And then when I finish it, I'm not going to do one journal a year. What I'll do is just when it's filled up, then I'll go to the next journal, start a new journal. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, so oh, these little stickers on the front here are so cute. They are from Shine Sticker Co. All right, so let's get started about how I do my book journal. So in the very front, I'm going to have a friend of mine that does really beautiful lettering to my name. I haven't seen her yet. And the reason is because my town got hit by Helene, a hurricane. And so we were without power from Thursday, was it the night of the 29th, I think, or 28th? I don't remember anymore, but from Thursday night, we got hit by the hurricane, and we didn't get power till the following, like 4 or 5 days later, and some of my friends and acquaintances still don't have power, so it's been one of those things that a lot of people had no power, no running water. A friend of mine still doesn't have any running water. Some acquaintances of mine are still staying in hotels. It's the first time that I've ever had to live through a hurricane, and because they don't come so far inland like where we live, so that has made it really trying for our town, because we are not a hurricane town. We are in Georgia, but we're in mid-central Georgia on the South Carolina coast. I mean, I'm sorry, on the South Carolina border. So if you go up from the coast of the Gulf of Mexico where the hurricane came out, we are about 7 hours away. So it kept going further. But anyway, it's just been crazy. Please, if you guys get a chance, see what you can do to help. Our town is doing okay, but Asheville, North Carolina, and that area is still having a really hard time. So yeah. So anyway, let's talk about my reading journal. This page here, which is a reading log that I downloaded and printed, the little books are just too small. And so I started writing them all in, and it just got a little bit crazy. I decided not to do this, and this is not something that I will do in my next journal. I think it's pretty, and maybe I'll color it for every book that I read, and depending on what do you call it? What ranking I give it. So DNF is yellow, and then 5 stars is pink, 4 stars is blue, 3 stars is green, and 2 stars is purple. And I guess I could just like do this. Every time I finish a book, I can just color a book. I think that would be a better way to do it if I wanted to, have a color type of chart to show me how many of, you know, what my rankings are for books that I read. Oh, I just hit this. All right, so then here are my favorites so far for 2024 that we have been reading. I have been reading. I don't know who we is. But the reason I said we is because 1, 2, 3 so far are have been book club books because we're reading fantasy. My favorite book this month, for the month of September, was Somerset the Saint by Mary Kay Andrews. I have read a lot of Mary Kay Andrews, but this is the first time that I've actually read a book of hers that I really super enjoyed. It's a little bit of a different book because I think I enjoyed it because it has some murder mystery element to it. Oh, and if you guys notice, for August, I put my own book down. I had not read this book in a long time, and I just had a new cover made for it. And I wrote this book after my husband went and came back from Afghanistan. So it has a lot of sentimental value. Was that what you say? Sentimental feelings that come with it. A lot of feelings that come with it. So anyway, I read it again, and I really enjoyed it. And I had not read a book in August that I enjoyed. So I said, what the heck? I'm going to put my own book down. It's my book journal. I can do what I want. So I put my own book down for August. And if you haven't read it, it's like it's not really a romantic comedy because it does go into the intricacies of a guy who comes back from the war who has PTSD, and then the heroine, she is the widow of someone who died in Afghanistan. So it's got a lot of that kind of background underlying on it, but it's a cute book. It's a small town romance. So if you want to read it, I will link it down below. It's called Even Heroes Cry. All right, this next page has some repeats because, as I told you, these two, not that one, but these two were from book clubs. So again, this is a month that we read them. This year, my book club is doing fantasy. I actually I don't have the November book yet. Okay, so these are the books that we have read so far this year, with the exception of one. They've all been fantasy. We had a rebel in our midst. She's refused to read fantasy, so she wanted to pick a different book. And in the end, it was, I didn't like the book, and she was kind of sorry she picked this book. She was like, yeah, I didn't really like it. So anyway, it was just not my cup of tea, but I guess it was funny in some parts. So yeah, so far these are the books that we have read. My favorite so far has been The Change by Kristen Miller. Very cool book. Women power, women coming of age. With the change has to do with menopause and what happened to their bodies as they got superpowers. It was really kind of cool. Not superpowers like superhero powers, not that kind of power, but more of, one of them could make things grow. Another one could hear voices of people that have passed away. Well, she could always hear it growing up, but then when the change happened, she could hear him even more. And then Fourth Wing, a lot of people already know about Fourth Wing. I really enjoyed that one. This one was so cute. I loved it. And then Warm Hands of Ghosts is a World War II story that was really good. The Wings of Stone is story of a dragon shifter, and it's kind of almost like a light romance with dragon shifters. I don't know. The world building in it is amazing. If you are really into world building, I really recommend it. Now, this book, I don't know. I can't wait to discuss it. We couldn't discuss it in September because the hurricane hit. So we are going to have a double book meeting in October to discuss these two books. I'm in the middle of reading The School of Good and Evil. But The House in the Cerulean Sea is one of the bestsellers right now. And I don't know how I feel about it. That's all I'm going to say about it. I'm just not sure how I feel about it. Interesting story. Light. All right, so every month I do these bookshelves and I write down the names, and I draw these books and I write down the names of the books, or not the names, the titles of the books that I read that month. Some months I read quite a few. Some months it was just 8. I think my average, this one I read a lot because I went on a long cruise. And I think this one I was on a reading frenzy too. This one is 13 books. That's pretty good for me. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 11. But some of these, like this one is super short. And I think some of them I'm trying to think. No, I guess all these I did read. I was thinking some I didn't DNF them. I didn't finish them. But I think there's one that I did not finish on here. And I don't remember which one it is. But yeah. All right, so let's go to October. So far, I have only read one book. And I'm going to do it different this month. I am just going to go and put the cover. So instead of doing this, I'm going to use covers. Mainly because, I don't know, I want to kind of switch it up a little. I thought about doing smaller covers because what if I do like 12 books in 1 month? They're not going to fit, but that's not going to happen. Okay, and then this book I'm in the middle of reading. I just finished Miami Burn, and it's the Titus detective series or something like that. I don't know. He's not really a detective. He's kind of like a guy that people end up hiring to find things out, and then he gets in all kinds of situations. It's really good. Hot hero, lots of action. I could totally see it like a TV series or a movie kind of book. So I finished Miami Charm. I'm almost about to finish The School of Good and Evil. I am doing that one on Audible. And then I just started, what I do is like the ones I listen to in the mornings. And then whatever I'm reading on my Kindle, come on, I can't get this thing to, whatever I'm reading on my Kindle, that I read at night mostly. And so this was one I'm reading now. And then next I'm going to read Miami Storm because I already downloaded it. So, and there's only 3 so far. I don't know if there's going to be more. I'm sure there are. But they're really good. They're fast paced. This guy, boy, he really goes through the ringer, let me tell you. He makes me laugh. Not laugh like ha, more like, holy moly, what is he doing? Okay, if I read more than 6 books, I don't know. I guess I could put 1 here, so that would be 7. What happens if I finish this one and it's still like pretty early in the month? Because it's already done with 2 and it's only the 6th. Row. I might have to print them really little and just, yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do. And then I printed an extra copy of this one in case it's my favorite for the month, which I honestly at this point don't think it's going to be, but we'll see. Okay, then here in this section, I think I've showed this before, is where I write my reviews. Now, why these are typed up is because I moved from another book journal that fell apart. And so what I did is I didn't want to write all this by hand, so I just typed it all up on clear paper and then reprinted all the covers, and then moved into this book and into this journal. So once that's done, you can see where I started writing. Once I had moved in, then I just did, what do you call it? Gosh, I can't think. I gave him a rating, and then I wrote by hand my reviews of these books. So I just finished, like I said, Miami Burn. I'm currently reading The School of Good and Evil. And did I only print? Oh, shoot. I thought I printed 2 covers for, the Miami books, but maybe I didn't. I thought I printed 2 covers of these, but I only printed 1. Okay, I'll have to print them again. And then I'll just put them here. These star stickers are cut and printed myself. I downloaded them from Etsy. So if you're interested, you can also buy them from Amazon. And I'll show you the ones I got from Amazon. Now this one I think I purchased from a store. I thought I had some that I bought from Amazon, but I might have used them all already. Yeah, I think I did. These I bought from the Rose Papery. But honestly, I read so many books that I decided, you know what, let me just go ahead and print and cut them. This is my series trackers. Honestly, I need to work a little bit more on this section because I just there's another series, the Titus series, that I need to put back here. And then I think I also read another series, it's by, hold on, Stella Bixby, the Shayna, what is it called? Shayla Murphy mystery. So I am reading those as well. So I need to put those in the back here. So I need to do some updating. But yeah, this in the back I just have the series name and then the covers, and I don't know why I only have these skip pages. I must have been thinking something. Me thinking is kind of scary. And these were also moved from the other book. As you can see, I just cut the whole thing and just pasted it in here from the book that fell apart. And so I am going to continue to put more series here. I'm still trying to wonder why I only put them on one side. That is kind of odd. Anyway, yeah, so the one series will go here, which is the Stella Bixby Shayla mysteries, and then I'm going to put the Titus trilogy probably here. And then there's another series that I started, I think. Is in there? Let me think. Maybe not. Nope, I don't think so. Yeah, but the Shayla one I did So Far Mistletoe Malarkey and Hoofed Homicide, and then there's, or is it Hooved? Hooved? Hooves. I don't know. Let me see, I have some more here. Oh yeah, the Murder, what's that? Muddy Murder, but Veiled Vengeance and Celtic Clue. Those are more of the ones that I need to put in the back for this series. I just need to print another one of this one and the other two. So I need to do some printing. But yeah, so anyway, now as I was saying, everything is fine. We got through the storm. Thank God, most of us did pretty good in our town. That to my knowledge, there are no fatalities in my close proximity. In nearby towns, there was a couple of fatalities from the trees falling on the houses and the houses collapsing. But yeah, just keep our town in your thoughts. And if you guys go online and find out places that you can, help out, I've done a few things myself. My husband and I, our church, we are doing food giveaways. I went to do some translating for people that didn't speak English. I've also had people over to eat. There's just little things that you can do. I have horrible deadlines, which makes it hard for me to leave and do things. And by horrible, I don't mean like, horrible. I mean, like, I really need to buckle down and get some writing done. So it makes it a little bit hard for me to get out and do more community stuff. But I have done what I can. So we spent all day Saturday giving food to people displaced in hotels. And then, had people over to eat a couple times last week. And then this coming week, like I said, I went and did some translating for emergency teams that were helping some people that did not speak English. And then if I am needed for that, I will, drop everything, of course, and go do that. But yeah, let's do what we can. If you live in the nearby area and you need assistance, then please reach out. There's a lot of Facebook groups that are putting out a lot of information. All right, you guys take care. I'm glad that I can talk to you. I'm so excited to hear what's coming up next. For you guys to hear what's coming up next, because I do have some cool news. But I will be doing some more stickering and planning and chatting with you as soon as I can. Bye.